Welcome to part 3 of the imposter syndrome. Today we're going to see 3 powerful questions and a mental exercise that will contribute to eliminate the imposter syndrome. Now, we've seen in part 1 that imposter syndrome could be a benefit or it could be something negative, and when it becomes a negative thing. But understanding imposter syndrome was really important in order to move forward. Into part 2, we have discovered already 4 tools to face imposter syndrome. So I recommend that you go back and watch these parts if you haven't seen that again. At the end of part 2, we talked about one of the tool to be a visualization, which I mentioned I would be doing in part 3. So today, let's start with the 3 questions that you can ask yourself whenever you experience the imposter syndrome, and then we'll finish with that visualization. So the first thing that we remember from part 1 is that imposter syndrome is an emotion, a feeling that we feel when we feel that we don't deserve the position that we're in, that we don't belong, that we are a fraud. And we have difficulty accepting our own accomplishments, and we feel like we don't deserve the accolades from others. So one question you can ask yourself is, what have I accomplished in the past? So instead of comparing yourself with others, which we've learned in part 1, that we don't see other people's flaws. Well, we know our own flaws, but we don't know everybody else's flaws. So that's why we feel like we are an imposter. So we have to look at ourselves in the mirror, and instead of comparing yourself with others, compare yourself with yourself and ask yourself, what have I accomplished in the past? So make a have done list. What have you done that you've succeeded in the past that make you believe that you can move up to the next level again and you can do it again? So your past successes will really help you accept the position that you're in and say, well, you know what, actually I kind of do belong here. So ask yourself, what have I accomplished in the past? Even small things, make a list and have that available close by so you can always refer to it whenever you feel that imposter syndrome creeping in back into your life. Second question is, learn from your past. So the question that you ask yourself is, what did I learn? What have I learned in the past? What did I learn from my past experiences? What were your positive learnings, even from experiences where you were really uncomfortable, even from events that you would qualify as horrible things that happened to you? Look back at these experiences and ask yourself, what did you learn? What was the silver lining? A year later, how much better are you at this thing that was scaring you so much a year ago that now you're so much better at? So question number 2 is, what did I learn? What is the positive learning that brought you to the next level, that pulled you up from where you were before? Because failure is an opportunity to begin again more intelligently. I just absolutely love this quote. So ask yourself, what did you learn so far in your journey? And this question will definitely bring you into resourceful mode, as opposed to be holding you back as thinking that you're a fraud. And question number 3 is, who know about this more than me? Who can help? Who has done this before that can help me fast track so that I don't have to make all the mistakes that they made? Because very often we are guilty of figuring out everything on our own and thinking that it has to be that way. It is true that there's a certain value of making your own mistakes, because then you can try to do something differently. However, with the speed that business is going at now, sometimes we don't have time or we don't have the resources to make all the mistakes that everybody else did. So try to surround yourself with people who can help. You can have a mastermind group. You could have accountability partners. You could join associations that are doing the same type of work that you are doing. You can join groups of friends. You could even in your friendship, look at who's surrounding you and who do you spend the time with. Are they resourceful people, or are you the smartest person in the room? If so, you might be in the wrong room. So make sure that you surround yourself with people that can help you. And what I love to do, and what really made a huge difference for me, is when I took my wallet out and I said, you know what, I'm going to hire somebody that can do this better than I do, or that can teach me how. At this time, right now, as I'm recording this, I have three different coaches that I'm paying. I'm a coach, and people say, why do you have coaches? You're a coach. Like, why don't you coach yourself? Because I haven't read all the books in the library, and I've read a lot of books, and I can help people that I'm maybe a chapter ahead of them. So I can help them, absolutely. But there's so many more books that I haven't read yet that I don't have time to read. I'd rather people tell me, hey, how does it end? What is it that I'm going to learn? How can I skip the whole work and you just tell me how to do this? And it's very useful. It really made a huge difference in my business. So trust that somebody else knows more about this. So the question is, who knows more than me about this? Okay. So let's step now into the visualization I promised. So you're going to sit back now. You're going to close your eyes and figure out, what is it that you really want to do? Figure out, what is it that is your ultimate goal? So you feel potentially like a fraud, like an imposter. In what domain, in what area of your life? Is it in the dating world, that you feel like you don't deserve a partner that will love you for who you are? Is it for work, in your career, as you are aspiring to a higher position in the company that you work for, and you feel that you don't belong to this VP position or the CEO position? Are you already in a position within a corporation that you feel that you're an imposter and you're not sure what you're doing there and you're just pretending? Are you an entrepreneur that is building a business, just trying to stay afloat and faking it because you don't believe that you belong there, or that people will ever buy from you or from your services or from what you have to offer? So figure out in which situation you want to do this exercise. Once you've chosen, you will focus on what you want. So what is important to you about this goal? And now you're going to close your eyes and you're going to visualize the environment of this goal. What do you see around you? Close your eyes and see everything that you need to see in that environment. See all the people that are surrounding you in that environment. Who is there? Who is supporting you? On what type of people do you need to surround yourself with to achieve this goal? Then move up to the second layer that we need to address. And we're going to go through all 6 layers in this exercise. So keeping your eyes closed, go into the behaviors. What are the things that you need to do? What are the actions that you need to pose every day? So as you are reaching this goal, as you visualize yourself reaching this goal, what are the things that you're doing on a regular basis? What are the actions that you need to act on in order to reach that goal? Then moving up to level 3, what are the skills that you need to use? What are you really good at? The things that you are absolutely amazing at. And you're going to leverage all this talent, all these skills that will totally serve you and help you achieve that goal. And what are the skills that you need to become better at? What are the skills that you might have to acquire? Are there any courses you want to take? Are there any coaches you want to hire to get these skills, to train, to get better, to continue to rehearse and work these muscles? Then we're moving into level 4, beliefs and values. What is important to you? Start with values. What is really important to you? and that will drive you to reach that goal. And what is important to you about this goal specifically, and what is important to you in life in general, is reaching this goal in line with your values. And what are the beliefs that will serve you? What do you need to believe in order to reach that goal? What are the beliefs that you need to have? What are the beliefs that people that have reached that goal before you have believed so that they could reach it? And are there any limiting beliefs that you need to let go of that are not serving you? So what are the beliefs that you need to reach that goal? And moving into level 5, your identity. Who do you need to be to reach that goal? As you are reaching this goal right now, who are you? When you say I am, how do you end this sentence? I am blank. What do you need to be? Who do you need to be in order to reach that goal? And people that have reached that goal before you, when you look at them and you say, oh, they're so, I wish I was like that. What is it? What characteristic? What is the I am blank that is required in order to reach that goal? And going to the last level, the purpose. Why? Why do you want to reach this? Beyond yourself now. Not just who are you in identity level just before what we just experienced in level 5, but when we go up to level 6 and we ask why, who else are you serving other than yourself? Who will benefit from you reaching that goal? So who else is involved in this that will actually get a positive impact because you're reaching that goal? Who else are you serving? Why? Why really doing this? So according to the research of Robert Dilts, these are the 6 layers of a person's self, the 6 layers of the brain that you need to take advantage of and that you need to address in order to really sink in and visualize your goal. So now that you have placed the information into each of these layers, create a big movie with this goal, with the environment, the behaviors, the things that you do, the things you're good at, the beliefs that you need to have, the things that are important to you, yourself, your own identity, who you are, and everybody that you're helping. And create a huge movie of this. See everything that you need to see. Hear everything that you need to hear. What are the things that you're hearing yourself say in your head as you are or you have achieved this goal? And how does that feel as you have reached that goal? What are the feelings that you are feeling now? So see everything you need to see, hear everything you need to hear, and feel everything you need to feel. And once you have done that, and your movie is the best that it can be, pretend there's a button on the right-hand side that says awesome, and then crank it up, and crank it up, and crank it up higher and higher to the most awesome it can be. And take this movie and place it on your timeline in your near future. And this is what you tell your personal assistant in your head to work on. Your unconscious mind, the most complex and powerful structure in the universe, will now help you achieve this. Will put you in the elevator at the right place at the right time, will make you resourceful, will make you say intelligent things when you're put into situations that would actually help your goal, will make you think of ideas, will make you feel like waking up early to work on this and have the passion and the drive, and you'll have the fire under your bum, and you'll be like, oh, I'm so excited to work on this. So once you've placed that movie on your timeline in the near future, you can slowly come back into the present, come back into the room you're in, and reopen your eyes. So congratulations, everyone. This was the 1 mental exercise to eliminate imposter syndrome, and the 3 powerful questions to ask yourself whenever this happens. So hopefully the imposter syndrome series was a helpful series that helped you understand and give you tools and strategies in order to use whenever imposter syndrome may creep back into your life. So for now, have a great week. And if there's something I can help you with, just feel free to reach out.